Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, going back into Variant 8, Chapter 2.1. This is the second path that I took. Got a little bit of a different team for this one, and it worked out really well. So the path that we're going to take has the evasive maneuvers and the Counterstrike. So basically, if you dex 10 times, every time you dex, you gain a passive fury. On the 10th one, then that causes the opponent to go fully unblockable. So not ideal to do that. And then evasive maneuvers, if you knock them down, they basically have a 100% chance to evade on the next hit. So we're going to go on in first on this Mutant Deadpooloid, and we are going to give the crossfight to Domino. Now, I actually don't even use Domino on the path, which is really what the crossfight is there for. But I'll show you that it's not needed, and then two, I do use it specifically for the boss. So that was what, like 4 heavies, and the guy goes down. So Domino's all set for the boss. We have the Flaming Trinity on the team. Then we have Luke Cage and Sabretooth. Now Luke Cage is going to take this Symbiote Supreme. I meant to pick Luke Cage, and I start off the fight with Red Hulk, and I'm like, what the heck? And I pause. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to waste my time on that because it's 95% damage reduction. I just quit out. He's dead. I wasn't going to use him anyway. He's just there for synergy. So we go in with Luke Cage. Luke Cage is only a rank 4 5-star, but he's more than capable of taking out this fight. And all you need to do is be super aggressive. Push Symbiote Supreme up against the wall and get your parries on, which I missed a few right there, but that's okay. You want to stack as many exhaustions as possible, and those exhaustions come when Luke Cage crits, and the exhaustions will help minimize and slow down the passive power gain that Symbiote Supreme has, so you don't have to see as many specials. And Symbiote Supreme, he's not going to be unblockable if you're not dexing. You can see that I'm just standing in there up against the wall, going to town. And the more exhaustions that the opponent has, the harder Luke Cage hits. And so I'm just trying not to dex. One, because I don't want to end up triggering the Counterstrike with him going fully unblockable. And then two, as I get staggers placed upon myself through Symbiote Supreme's passive ability, I don't want those to trigger the dexterity precision buff that would end up getting eaten up and damaged. Now there I do take a heavy to the face, but that's okay. It's right at the end. That's the one fight that I brought him in for. So job done. Mess up at the end, but soloed nonetheless, and that's all that matters. Next up, now this is where the fun starts for me. I'm going with Sabretooth. So Sabretooth, I used to use him a ton when we were running map 6 a long time ago. Him and Omega were like my go-tos, and we're gonna build him up here on this Psylocke. He gets a Fury generated every 10 hits in his combo, and when I do that, I'm going to back up. I'm going to try to do an idle. If you idle it out, you convert that Fury into a passive Fury that's permanent, and I'm going to try my best to not dex, and I think I end up taking out this Psylocke before I trigger Counterstrike's unblockable. And I'm just not going to knock her down. I'm not going to throw specials. I'm going to idle out the Furies to convert them instead of using a special one to convert them, which is the easier way. But she's been pretty passive, very cooperative to be able to just dash back and get those Furies converted. Now you can convert a max of 5 per fight manually or through the special one, or by throwing a special 2. The special 2 Fury is a little bit weaker, so I recommend not using that. And then whatever Furies are active at the end of the fight, you convert those as well. So a total of 5 manually, and then you can bank up to 2 more at the end, so you can convert 7. on the first fight. So you can see I also have 3 charges, which is the minimum that you can get. That's all I really needed, and we have already converted all 5. So you can see, like, when I idled there, I wasn't able to convert that last one, and so now we're gonna try to end the fight with a 10 combo Fury going into the special 3. We did dex it out to where she was fully unblockable. So here we go. We have a Fury up, and I don't know, maybe the L3 would have killed her off, but I was just playing it safe, and we're actually just going to finish her off right here with a special 3. And so we're going to bank at 1 extra Fury. I missed the 10 combo one because that one has to be actually up and active to count it. So even though I just crossed over 80 combo, I'm only going to get the 1 Fury from the special 3. So I'm going to come into this next fight with 6 Furies, one of them being a more potent one from the L3, and we're going to be facing this Vision Aarkus. Now, Sabretooth, he is not armor break immune, but he is cold snap immune, so I am going to be able to heal from the armor breaks and not have to worry about taking damage. Heal from the willpower of the armor break. I'm not going to have to worry about taking any damage from, being up close to him. Now I do have to worry about the tenacity on parries and whatnot. We're going to try to bait out as many special ones as possible. He does have those power gain charges that he keeps building. Right now he's got 2. He's about to get a 3rd. And as long as he's throwing a special, we're good to go. What I don't want to happen is trigger so many dexterities and him get to special 3 and be fully unblockable. I don't know how to reliably fully dex his special 2. We are at 9 dexterities, and I think he does go unblockable at one point, if I remember right. We want him to. There we go. He does go unblockable. Almost got to special 2. Now we're just going to do very few hits, just barely enough to get him over special 1, and then hopefully bait it and, get him to throw that. So unblockable's gone now. We've only converted 1 Fury from idling. There's just not a lot of time to do it on this fight. That's okay. We're going to end with a special 3. And we're going to convert one more special 3 Fury, which is going to be a big one. Now the one thing is, if you build them up a ton, you're going to see how much it impacts the next fight. And maybe I built them up a little bit too much. But I am going to be basically triggering Thing's protection quite frequently. But Thing isn't the hardest champ to fight. You just really got to manage those rock stacks. And if you do trigger enough dexes for Counterstrike to trigger the unblockable, just gotta play him stun immune, which is not the worst thing in the world. You see I parried at the start, trigger the protection, kind of stalled it out a little bit, just so that when I did hit him, it would do more damage for the hits that I would give him. So there you go. You can see that I went in there and just on a regular hit, on a medium, I did trigger the protection. I do have 8 of those Furies converted. Plus I'm going to be triggering the Counterstrike Furies. And then that was just all on me. I did miss the dex on that special 2. Don't know why. Not something that I usually do. Then I get hit. So here we go. So now I'm going to throw the special 3. And the only reason why I'm throwing the special 3 is I want some adrenaline healing. Taking too much damage early, and now I do need to be careful. The next hit is going to be fully evadable, so I'm just going to wait it out. The evade charge goes away, and we're back at it. We do solo this fight. It comes down pretty close to the wire. I do trigger the unblockable, but you can just hit into the block. You can see there again, I just triggered protection. I didn't get him to a full bar power with 15 rock stacks. So we're just gotta kind of dash back and try not to get hit like that. And he got enough power from hitting me to be able to throw a special one, so we've reset the rock stacks. Now we're at 10. There we go, we got enough. He went into passive into blocking, so we just tapped into the block, pushed him over. Now we gotta bait another special one, reset the rock stacks, and just kind of repeat. Had I not got as many Furies, I think this fight might have gone a little bit smoother and faster, because you can see like right there on that medium, I am triggering protection. On the next dex, now I'm at 9, I'm going to be triggering fully unblockable. There it is. So it's going to be unblockable for quite a while, so I do need to be aware of that. Going to tap into the block for just kind of be safe play. And then we're going to hit into the block until he gets above a bar with 15 plus rock stacks. Alright, unblockable's reset. He's almost down. Even hits into the block aren't doing too terrible damage with all the Furies that I got. But I'm already up to 8 dexes again from dancing around so much. I need this guy to throw a special. There we go. We got 9 of those Counterstrikes. We need this guy. I think I throw the special 3. Protection is up still, and even though he's at 3%, I don't think this kills him, if I remember right. Yeah, it doesn't quite do it. It does very little damage, 1300 damage. So we need him to throw a special, and then one, be wary of that evade charge, and then one hit, boom, down. So we got the lane cleared. Sabretooth, Luke Cage, doing their thing, and we're gonna go up to this Cosmic Spidey with Domino. So we do have the crossfight activated from that Deadpooloid from the first fight, and basically for the first 50% health of Spider-Man, Domino will be passively fully unblockable, which is pretty awesome. This guy's got Energize, Kinetic Transference, Limber, Spry, the best defense. The Energize and the Kinetic Transference is going to help continue to push this guy to his special 2, which is what I want for him to throw. And there we go, we got him a special 2. We're gonna bait it out, and we actually crit failed the evade, which is awesome. So we don't have to worry about waiting that out or just hitting while under the stun. This also has Limber on it. I do have Massacre on the team, so that will allow me to bypass the Limber with Domino. And there, so you can see the Spider Sense charge did activate. I did go in. She crit failed the evade. Otherwise, I would have gotten a fatigue on myself with the best defense for evading. Boom, we're still fully unblockable, so super nice. I think here I'm going to get hits into the block, and then after I get him over special 1, go to, nope, didn't throw the special 3 quite yet. Alright, so there you go. The Spider Sense did come in. The best defense gave him the power gain. I got the fatigue. I don't want to hit while that is up with the evade. With Spry, there again, crit failed the evade. I think I'm saving the L3. Maybe not. I think maybe I saved the L3 for after 50%. I should have thrown it a long time ago, to be honest. Hopefully we get a big crit bleed coming out of this. We shall see. I can't remember. 2700. Not the best. So there we do a parry heavy. We do have the full Flaming Trinity, so I can get the Incinerates on the heavy. And now we're just going to wait out that evade charge and then parry heavy for the win, I believe. We don't have the unblockable. He's under 50%. Need to evade that out. Normally on Spider-Man, I kind of block those first 2 hits and then dash out on the punches as they come in. You can see he's still getting the power gain while under the stun. So just kind of be aware of that from the best defense, even though he's not evading. Guess the code underneath kind of says he is. Almost pushed him to special 3. It's alright, one more time. And I think one more heavy's just about going to do it. Or am I going to special 3 him for the win? I think a special 3 is going to kill him. And we get the solo. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully you have Sabretooth. Sabretooth is great for that Aarkus. I'm not sure who else I would use if I didn't have him. I think it'd be quite a pain in the butt fight. Maybe one of the Deadpools can out-regen it. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next one. Peace.